Find out why discounts like 50% off or buy one get one free are so effective, and how they use the anchoring effect to make customers perceive the original price as more valuable. The psychology of discounts exploits our perception, influencing purchasing decisions with clever pricing strategies. The anchoring effect is key. Higher original prices make discounted prices seem more valuable by comparison. Our brains perceive 50% off as a bigger saving than save 50, even if they're equivalent values. Limited time offers create urgency, triggering a fear of missing out that boosts sales and conversions. Discounts activate the pleasure centers in our brain, releasing dopamine and associating shopping with rewards. Get a closer look at 3 of the most astonishing bridge collapses caught on camera, including the Silver Bridge disaster in West Virginia, which killed 46 people in 1967. The Silver Bridge in West Virginia was built in 1928 and was deemed structurally deficient in 1965. On the 15th of December 1967, the Silver Bridge suddenly collapsed during rush hour, killing 46 people. The collapse was caused by a single eye-bar failure, which triggered a chain reaction of structural failures. The Silver Bridge disaster led to major changes in bridge safety inspections and regulations across the United States. The I-35W Mississippi River Bridge in Minneapolis collapsed on the 1st of August 2007, killing 13 people and injuring 145. Relive the wrist injuries that plagued Rafael Nadal's 2016 season, including his early exit from the Australian Open. Rafael Nadal's 2016 season was marred by recurring wrist injuries that forced him to withdraw from several tournaments. Nadal's wrist woes began at the 2016 Australian Open, where he lost in the first round to Fernando Verdasco. The injury was later diagnosed as a tendinitis in his left wrist, requiring him to undergo surgery and rest. Nadal's wrist injury forced him to skip the 2016 French Open, a tournament he had won a record 9 times. The injury kept Nadal out of competition for over 2 months, causing him to slip to 10th in the ATP rankings. Despite his wrist woes, Nadal made a remarkable comeback, winning 2 Olympic medals and the 2016 US Open title. Alexey Posypanov ran 26.2 miles, 42.2 kilometers, backwards in 4 hours and 12 minutes, setting a record for the longest distance run in reverse. Alexey Posypanov set the record for the longest distance run backwards in 2018. He covered a staggering 26.2 miles, equivalent to a full marathon, in reverse. Posypanov achieved this feat in 4 hours and 12 minutes, an impressive time considering the challenge. Running backwards, also known as retro running, requires unique training and technique adjustments. Posypanov had to rely on his sense of hearing and spatial awareness to navigate the course. This record showcases the human body's incredible adaptability and Posypanov's exceptional athleticism. Meet UY Scuti, a star that's over 1,700 times bigger than our Sun. Meet UY Scuti, a supergiant star located in the constellation Scutum, 5,000 light-years from Earth. UY Scuti is the largest known star in the universe, with a diameter of 1,708 times our Sun's diameter. If UY Scuti were placed at the center of our solar system, its surface would extend beyond Saturn's orbit. This massive star has a relatively short lifespan, expected to live only around 10 million more years. UY Scuti is a pulsating variable star, changing brightness as it expands and contracts in size. In about 10 million years, UY Scuti will explode as a supernova, ending its life in a spectacular cosmic event. Learn how Toy Story revolutionized animation with its pioneering use of computer-generated imagery, CGI, and innovative storytelling. The first full-length computer-animated film, Toy Story, was released in 1995 by Pixar Animation Studios. Toy Story's CGI animation required over 800,000 hours of computer processing time to render. The film's characters were designed to be relatable, with Woody's facial expressions inspired by actor Tom Hanks. Toy Story's innovative Ender Farm allowed multiple computers to work together to process complex animations. The film's success led to a new era of CGI animation, influencing films like Shrek and Frozen. Toy Story won the first Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2002, cementing its legacy in animation history. Uncover the darker side of Pink's history, from its ancient symbolism of masculinity to its modern-day marketing manipulation, and why its fluffy reputation is misleading. In ancient Greece and Rome, pink was a symbol of masculinity and power, not femininity. In the 19th century, pink was seen as a strong, bold color, not a soft, delicate one. In the 1940 seconds, manufacturers began marketing pink as a feminine color to boost sales. Today, pink is used in marketing to manipulate consumer emotions and buying habits. Pinkwashing, a marketing tactic, uses pink to create a false sense of social responsibility. The fluffy reputation of pink hides a complex, darker history of cultural manipulation. Explore the early days of video games and learn about the innovative artists and designers who created some of the first iconic games, such as Shigeru Miyamoto's Donkey Kong and Will Wright's SimCity. The video game industry was born in the 1970 seconds with simple games like Pong and Space Invaders. Shigeru Miyamoto's Donkey Kong, 1981, introduced Jumpman, later known as Mario, to the world. Will Wright's SimCity, 1989, revolutionized simulation games, allowing players to build and manage cities. The first home console, Magnavox Odyssey, 1972, brought gaming into living rooms worldwide. Pioneers like Atari's Nolan Bushnell and Miyamoto inspired a generation of game designers and artists. In 2019, a massive recall of over 10 million products, including Fisher-Price toys with lot numbers 192711-201900826, was issued due to safety concerns. In 2019, Fisher-Price issued the world's largest product recall in history, affecting over 10 million products. The recall included popular toys like Rock and Play sleepers, which were linked to over 30 infant deaths. The toys were designed for sleep, but their inclined design led to babies rolling over and suffocating. The recall was issued after the Consumer Product Safety Commission received over 1,000 reports of injuries and deaths. Fisher-Price initially refused to recall the products, but eventually relented after public outcry and government pressure. In 1857, the SS Central America sank in a hurricane off the coast of South Carolina, taking over 400 lives and $400 million in gold with it. The SS Central America was a steamship that set sail in 1857 during the California Gold Rush. The ship was carrying over 400 passengers and $400 million in gold, its cargo highly valuable. On the 9th of September 1857, a hurricane struck the ship off the coast of South Carolina. The ship sank in rough seas, resulting in the loss of over 400 lives on board. The wreck of the SS Central America was lost for over 130 years, sparking many treasure hunts. In 1988, the wreck was finally found, and some of its gold was recovered, confirming its legendary status.